As the Ukraine-Russia conflict enters its third month, Kyiv's hopes for a quick entry into the European Union appear to be fading, owing to European leaders' unwillingness to take that step. Here's how the process of joining the European Union poses a challenge as European leaders debate admitting Ukraine. Firstly, the 27 EU member countries must unanimously agree to allow Ukraine to join the bloc. And the country has completed its membership questionnaire in its early bid to join the European Union. Ukraine has earned its right to EU membership due to its defense of Europe against Russia. Also, all 27 EU leaders pledged to strengthen ties with Kiev and support Ukraine in pursuing its European path. However, as the war with Russia continues, Ukraine's poor economic capacity puts the EU in a difficult position. While declining to speed up Ukraine's accession to the European Union, the EU leaders stated that they would increase military assistance to the Kyiv government. Another problem for Ukraine is there is a waiting list to join the European Union. These countries are split into two groups. That is, potential candidates and accession candidates. Bosnia and Herzegovina and Kosovo are in the potential candidates group, while Albania, North Macedonia, Serbia, Turkey and Montenegro are in the accession category. And, under the accession process, Ukraine requested immediate admission. As Zelensky's government is an EU candidate, the process can only be accelerated at the request of the European Council. So, given the current situation in Ukraine, the European Union would find it difficult to accept a country with a simmering conflict and unresolved territorial disputes, because the European Union would then carry that conflict. As a result, the EU turned down President Volodymyr Zelensky's request for Ukraine to be admitted to the bloc as soon as possible. Won't make exceptions for Ukraine membership. France's Europe Minister, Clement Beaune, said, Ukraine is not going to join the EU in 6 months or a year or two. The country's bid to join the bloc would not be finalized for 15 or 20 years. Emmanuel Macron, the French president, has also stated that the bloc would not make exceptions for Ukraine. Instead, he recently suggested that Kyiv should aspire to join a European political community, a kind of antechamber for the EU, rather than waiting decades to become a full member of the bloc, which raised eyebrows in Ukraine earlier this month. Similarly, some European Union leaders share France's skepticism, fearing that rebuilding a war-ravaged economy, reducing corruption, and enacting far-reaching economic and legal reforms will take time. On the other hand, Zelensky told reporters in Kyiv that, "We don't need any alternatives to Ukraine's application to join the European Union. We don't need such compromises." He had denounced such compromises and called for an immediate start to the membership process. What EU requirements? The European Union has one flag, 24 official languages, its main currency is the euro, and with a territory of 4,233,255.3 square kilometre, it is home to 447 million EU citizens. Being a member of the EU means the country's citizens have the right to live, study, and work in any other EU country. This means they can travel freely throughout the bloc without requiring a visa or a passport. Similarly, the single market allows most goods, services, and money to circulate freely across the majority of the continent. But to become a part of the European Union is a complex process, which does not happen overnight. The process of joining the EU typically takes years or even decades, with the candidate nation required to meet a number of EU-imposed criteria, alternatively known as the Copenhagen criteria. The main criteria are the free market economy, a stable democracy, and the rule of law, and the acceptance of all EU legislation, including the euro. So, countries who wish to join EU need to meet certain political, economic, and military goals. Once an applicant country meets the criteria for membership, it must comply with all EU rules and regulations. The process helps the countries concerned to build their capacity to adopt and implement EU law, as well as European and international standards.